morning, students. So today let us discuss about the projection of solids. So before going into the projection of solids, let us discuss what are the different types of solids are there and what are the different conditions of projections for the respective solids. Let us see, there are three different combinations. The first one is projection of solids in simple positions. Projection of solids in simple positions. What are the simple positions? That is axis perpendicular to HP. Second one, axis perpendicular to VP. Third one, axis parallel to both planes. So because in case of solids, what we have is we will take the reference as an axis and faces of the solids. So I will tell you what is the face and what is the base of the solid. When I show you a model of a solid, then you will be clearly understood what is an axis, what is the face, what are the conditions that are given to the face, base and the side, corner, all these things. Okay. Next, the third one is axis inclined to one plane and parallel to other plane. Okay, and the fourth one comes axis inclined to both the planes. So here these are the four different aspects that we are going to see in the projection of solids. So now let us come to the point, that is types of solids. So generally, what is a solid? So before that we have seen the projection of points, projection of lines. So line is nothing but a set of points, and we have seen planes. So plane is nothing but a combination of four different lines or three different lines or five different lines, right? So it forms a plane with a negligible thickness. And how would it become a solid? A solid means, let us take this as an example of a solid. So here, if you take only this particular part, only the length and the breadth, so this will become a plane. So a solid will have three dimensions, that is the length, the breadth as well as the height of an object. So now this is the length of an object, this is the breadth of an object, and this is the height of an object. So now by this, with the different shapes of that particular base and the faces, we are going to divide into different solids, right? So let us go with the type of the solids. So the type of the solids are mainly divided in categories into two types. One is prism and another one is pyramid. So here is categorized into two, that is prism and pyramid. What is prism and what is a pyramid? So pyramid and prism are having the bases. So prism has the same base and the top base is also the same. So let us take an example here. I can show you a prism, that is, which prism is this one? So as we are having a triangular shape here, this is three sides of this one, so we can call it as a triangular prism. So now this is a triangular prism. You can observe the base of this one is a triangle and end portion is also a triangle. So now when it is maintaining the same structure from the bottom to the top, from the bottom to the top without any variation, then this one is called as a prism. Okay, so let us go for consideration of another type of a solid, that is this one. So this is a pyramid. Okay, so what is this one? This is a square base, having square as a base. And coming to the top position, that is variation with this one. This is also a triangle and this is also a triangle. So now this is continuously having one thing. Let us take an example, a cylinder also. Cylinder will have the same base and this one. Let us take this one is chalk. Okay, this is a chalk piece. Now the bottom and the top are circular in shape, right? So this one is called as a cylinder and this one is called as a triangular prism. And what will we call this as? So as this is having the square base and we are having a top as a single point, so this one is called a pyramid. So differentiating with the prism and pyramid. So prism has two bases, 1 and 2. Okay, bases, surface, or we can call it as surface or base. So 1 and 2 bases, right? And what about this 1, 2 and 3? These are the faces of the prism. These are the faces of the prism. One thing you have to identify the difference between the pyramid as well as the prism is, here the faces are in triangular shape, faces are in rectangular shape, and here in this pyramid the faces are in triangular shape. Okay, this is a triangle shape. How many faces are there for this one? As we are having the base of 4 sides, so that we will have 4 faces. Here in case of prism we have 3 sides, so that we will have 3 faces. So here, where is the axis? So here the top point is the one. So from the top point, what is this point called? This point is called as apex point. So from the top point to the bottom middle point is the axis that lies exactly from the bottom to the top point. In case of prism also, we will have the axis like this. Okay, so from bottom to top, it lies exactly at the center of the prism. So now, according to these conditions, for the second conditions, so here let us go for the prisms. So first I have already shown you this is a triangular prism, right? So having 3 sides, so I will write down, so here differentiation, prism and pyramid. Okay. Suppose if it is having 3 sides, we can call it as triangular prism, and here this is triangular pyramid. Okay, if it has 4 sides, square prism, and the same thing, square pyramid, 5 sides, pentagonal prism, and the same way pentagonal pyramid, 6 sides will have hexagonal prism, and 6 sides hexagonal, I will write down pentagonal hexagonal pyramid. So what does it have? So here this one is having, like, see here, this is a triangular face and this is also triangular face. So 2 bases are there. So for this one, 2 bases commonly. Okay. So how many faces for this one? 1, 2, 3. So here this one will have 3 faces. 3F I will write. For 4 square, that is 4 sides, we will have square. So for any number of sides we have, that is how many number of sides that we have, that many number of faces will be there. So that this will have 4 faces and this one will have 5 faces, this one will have 6 faces. Okay, all these faces, just keep in mind, all these faces are in rectangular shape. All these faces are in rectangular shape. So coming to the point of pyramid. So triangular pyramid, how many faces are there? So here also we will have 3 faces, 4 faces, this is 5 faces, and this one is also having 6 faces. So out of this, all these faces are in triangular shape. All these faces are in triangular shape. Just you have to keep it in mind. So right. So everything you can see. I will show it in the textbook. So I think you may look it clearly. So this is a triangular pyramid, prism, square prism, hexagonal prism, pentagonal and hexagonal. Here you can see cuboid and it is octahedron. This is a cylinder and this is a cone and this is a sphere. So here this is triangular pyramid, square pyramid, pentagonal pyramid and hexagonal pyramid. So if it is not visualized clearly, you can see the Indibert textbook page number 272 and 273. So you can see it clearly what are the faces, what is the axis and everything. So right, let us go for the second term, that is projection of solids in simple positions. What are the simple positions? So now I am telling about axis perpendicular to HP. So where is the axis for this one? So here is the axis. So axis is passing from the midpoint to the top and to the bottom point. So this is a, let us take, right, imagine this one is exactly the center, in the center of here. So like, now this is an axis. So let us, if this is an axis, now what is the position of this line, axis line? So this is perpendicular to HP. So what will be the second condition? Axis perpendicular to VP. So right, this is the thing. Okay. Now the axis line, this is an axis. It is passing through the center of an object or a solid. So now this axis is perpendicular to the vertical plane. And what is the third condition? Axis parallel to both the planes. So simply, if I turn around like this, you have to see only the line, that is axis line. So now the axis line is parallel to the horizontal plane as well as a vertical plane. So let us see how the orthographic projection comes in the terms of these three conditions, 1, 2 and 3 conditions. Right? So right. Let us take the simple example what we have in our hand. So this is a triangular pyramid. Now the axis is like this. Okay, it is at the center. This is the first condition that we see. What is the first condition? Axis is perpendicular to the horizontal plane. So when the axis is perpendicular to the horizontal plane, what you can see here? The triangular face. Right? You can see the triangular face of the solid. Right. So now for this projection, simply I will draw a line XY, and whatever the dimension of this solid is there, that I will draw a triangle here with the dimensions. So now this is the axis point. Axis point. When the line is perpendicular to the horizontal plane, you will look like a point in the front view. And what about the top view? So just simply you draw a axis line. You draw an axis line. It may be light. Okay. So think it in your manner. When you see from the top, you look at this. Okay, this is the two faces that you can visualize from the top view. So when I am looking from the top, I can see the base, not the base completely, this edge and this edge, and I can see the top line of the object. So this is a solid. Right. So now simply I will draw two projectors, and whatever the length is there. So this one, this edge. Okay. I am drawing this one. Right. And I will draw this one. So whatever the length of an object or axis length is there, that I will take the length of an object here and I will try to complete it. Okay. And what about this one? So this one is nothing but this particular line. So now I will give the naming. So clearly see here the naming of an object or in a solid is very, very important, because we have two faces, 1 and 2 faces. I will clearly explain how to give the naming here. So right. So first of all, the front face. I am looking at the front face. So let me take, this is A dash, this is B dash, and this is C dash. Okay, another face. So this is A. Let me take A, B, and C. And what about this one? 1, 2, and 3, which I cannot see from the front view. So here I can call it as 1 dash, comma 2 dash, comma Right. So when I am seeing from the top view, which points I can see? I can see these 2 points, these 2 points, and these 2 points. Right. Which one is visualized? So first one, what is this? This is the top front point. Front one, back one. Front point. Front point is, what is this one? B. So here I will write B. So this is one is A and this one is C. As usually 1, this is 2 and this is 3. So here the numbering and the naming of the particular solid is very very important. Right, this is one case. And coming to the point when the axis is perpendicular to the vertical plane. Axis is perpendicular to the vertical plane. How I have to keep now? Previous case, axis parallel perpendicular to HP. So now this is an axis perpendicular to HP. Now I will turn this one like this. Now the axis of the prism, triangular prism, is perpendicular to the horizontal plane. So like this, you can imagine. Okay. Now this is an axis line. So now this is perpendicular to the horizontal plane. So now how to draw the orthographic projections of this one? Right. So let us go. So see here. So in which view you can see the original shape of the geometry? So this is a square, triangular prism. So in which view you can see the triangle when the axis is perpendicular to the horizontal plane, the top view. So you have to draw the top view first. Okay, you can keep like this. Top view first. So here you are having a single point. This is the base which is parallel to the vertical plane. Base parallel to the vertical plane. So I will draw a baseline here. Okay, this baseline parallel to the vertical plane, and I will complete the triangle. Okay, this is A, B, C. A, B, C. So I write down A, B, C. And what are the bottom points? 1, 2, 3. So let me take 1, this one 2, and this one 3. Then I have to draw the front view. Simply I will draw the projectors from the respective points. And write down what is the height of the axis. So here from this point to this point, let us take 60 or 70. So first I will draw a baseline and I will take whatever the height of this one is there, then simply I will draw a line and complete it. So now this is the front view of an object. So now you can see this face. This one is nothing but this face. Okay, this edge, and this right hand side is this one, this edge, and what about this edge? So I will make this edge also done. So this is one of the face and this is the second face. So this is one and this is two, and the third one is behind these two that you cannot see. So now give the naming, So here you can see A1 is there. Where is A? We have said it is in the top. So here is the top point, this is A dash, and here the down one is 1 dash. And similarly, this is C dash, this is B dash, and you can take this is 2 dash, and this is 3 dash. So here you have to keep in mind that naming to the particular points A, B, C is very important. So right. So now coming to the point, the third condition, the first one, axis parallel to both the planes. So now let us assume this is our axis. Okay, this is an axis. Now you look at the axis. So the axis is, the end points of the axis are equidistant from the vertical plane as well as the horizontal plane, such that we can confirm the axis is parallel to both the planes. So now, how can you say that this is a triangular pyramid? So as we are having it is a triangular pyramid, and how can you say that it is a triangular pyramid? Because you cannot view the original geometrical shape of this solid, because when the axis is parallel to both the planes, you can see only one rectangular face, and when coming to the top view, when you are seeing from the top, you can see only these two faces, but these two are rectangular faces. But how can you confirm this is a triangular prism? Okay, so for that you have to draw the side view first. So when you know the side view, then and only you can draw the front view and the top view of the object. You already know, given in the given condition, it is a triangular prism having sides 30 mm or 40 mm, whatever it is, having the axis parallel to both the planes is a condition. So now, just simply what I will do is, I will draw a triangle as a side view. First draw an axis line xy. Okay. Then next, first I will draw a triangle. I will draw a triangle. So this is this right triangle. When I am drawing it on the left hand side of this one, then it is called as the right hand side view. Right hand side view. Now that is for you. This is the side, right hand side. Okay. So right hand side view is there. Then simply you draw a vertical line and simply pass on this projectors. Okay, two projectors. I think it may be light for you, but you draw the projectors in your manner, right? So draw the two lines, and whatever the length of an object is there, that is a solid, whatever the length of an axis is there, just simply draw the two lines by taking the length and draw this. Okay, right. So here the complete base is drawn in terms of one line. So now simply I will write on this one. So this side A dash, B dash and C dash. Let us take. So this is A dash. Let me take this is B dash and this is C dash. And what about another side? 1, 2 and 3. So 1 dash, comma 2 dash, comma 3 dash. So now where is A, 1, 2? A is visible because it is right hand side to A. So here I have to write. So this is A dash and this is, which one is visible for you? A, B and C. So C is visible for you. So that C dash comes first and B dash comes next. And here also 1 dash comes and here 3 dash comes first and 2 dash comes second because the 2 dash is invisible to you. Here 1, 2, 3. So 1 is visible, 2 is invisible, 3 is visible, right? And to draw the top view of an object, simply draw the projectors from the front view. Draw the projectors from the front view, and just simply extend this one. Extend the projectors, end points of the projectors, and take the radius from the vertical axis line and draw the two curves. Okay, two curves, and project these curves here on this to the line. And top point, just to take it with the center as the vertical axis, simply you take a curve and draw this one. So now you complete the top view, this one. So now I have to give the naming of the object. So here first thing is A. I am transferring it to A. So here this is A dash and I will write this one as A. And next one, this is behind this one, this is 1. And next I am transferring this B and 2. Where is B? B dash is here. So this is B and this is 2. And next one, this is the third line, that is C and 3. So this one is C and this one is 3. So here it is very clear that these are the A, B, C, that is the front view when I am seeing from the right. So when I am seeing from the right side, you can visualize A dash, B dash and C dash, right? A, B and C. And what are visible? 1, 2 and 3. So I have written in the second position of the object. So these are the three conditions. So here when this is axis is perpendicular to the horizontal plane, this is, I will write down here, axis perpendicular to horizontal plane. Then next this one is axis perpendicular to vertical plane. So here the three solutions of simple positions for the solids. So any case of the solid, you can take a triangular prism or a square prism. Let us take an example of a square prism like this. Okay, square prism. hexagonal prism or pentagonal prism, whatever it is. So these are the simple positions for this one. Okay, thank you. And in the further videos, I will go into the another one, that is inclination of a solid axis inclined to one of the plane. Right. Thank you.